narrative, and I want you all to go like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to the YouTube channel Seeded Fruit. Today I'm going to keep it brief because, baby, Auntie's eyes have been open for many hours today, and so what I wanted to share with you about changing your narrative is when the thing actually shows up that you've been speaking, and you don't have to keep it. And it's not punishment. It's not a situation where, oh, you made your bed, you gotta lie in it. You can remake it as many times as you need to, baby. You can fine tune it, and that's what we're here for. I'll give you an example. Like, there was a time where, or there was a situation I had come out of a relationship, and everything that I was missing out of that relationship, I was speaking into the next one. So my sole thing was, he has to have great communication skills, right? No, I take that back. I used to say that he needed to have strong communication skills. And, really, baby, all of my men look alike. Characteristically, not physically, but characteristically. Like, they're entrepreneurs, they're generous, they're thoughtful, very charismatic, don't play when it comes to me, crazy than the Betsy bug, and like a few other things, honey. But anyway, this particular one, I remember being on the phone one day, and I was like, hey, I need to take this call. I'm gonna call you right back. And probably about 15 minutes later, maybe he was calling me back. And the first words out of his mouth was, I thought you said you was going to call me back. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm tripping. I'm looking down at the phone and looking down at the time. Baby, it only been 15 minutes. And I was like, sir, listen. I said, you have to give me an opportunity, you know what I mean, to call you back. Like, you can't do me like that. You can't put me on a 15-minute, 20-minute time limit and then be calling me back. That's really not going to work out. And so he tried me probably about 2 or 3 more times before I was like, hey, listen, Buddha, this just ain't going to work. Our communication styles are too different. Yours is a little bit more intense than my liking, and I won't be able to adjust to that. And so I had to, thank him and move him on out the way. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to keep it. You just have to then at this point fine tune it. So now what I say is, my mate or my lover, we have a communication style that complements the both of us. Like, that's how I had to switch that up. So I don't say strong communication skills any longer because of that experience. However, let me show you something. Come to find out that he really didn't have strong communication skills, baby. He had anxiety, and he was lonely. He didn't have anybody else to talk to, and that, baby, does not equal strong communication skills. Okay, those are two totally different things. So just be mindful of what you're asking for, how you're asking for, and then when it shows up, you don't have to keep it. Baby, say, hey, thank you, and no thank you, and send it right on out your way. Because if you keep it, then it gets in the way of what you really, truly want and desire. I tell you, this time, I had another bae, and this one, the only reason why I put up with his foolishness and his communication skills, honey, is because I respected him a little bit differently than I did anybody else. Like, he raised the bar. I liked who he was as an individual. He always put me in position to win. And so I could appreciate that. Like, I respected that. His network. He introduced me to them, which catapulted me. And I remember one time, like, my homegirl had come to town, and honey, we are in a place in our life where we got to take a nap. we have to absolutely take a nap before we hit the town. So Bay had called and was like, what you about to do? I was like, about to take a nap. You know what I mean? For a little bit. I call you back. He was like, okay, I'll call you back. You know, my homegirl, she knew him. She said, he gonna call you back in about 10 minutes. I said, he better damn not call me back in 10 minutes. Child, let me tell you something. That man called back in 4 minutes. And I was like, hello? I said, hello? He's like, what you doing? I was like, man, I'm still about to lay down. Like, I haven't quite laid down yet. And he's like, okay, I'm going to call you back. Now, my girlfriend was like, are you kidding me? He couldn't even give you 10 minutes. Like, if I wasn't here to see this for myself, I wouldn't believe it. She's like, your life is really something different that I have never seen before. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. And my story is always this. It's never me. Baby, it's always them. Like, it's never me. It's always them. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, baby. You could change your narrative at any time. And when something shows up that you did absolutely ask for and it's not quite what you thought it was going to be, then send it back. Send it on its way. And then fine tune it to what you really, truly want and desire. It's okay. I love you. Auntie going to bed now. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah.